Hello, dear friends. We see right now drones and thieves, some in the sky and others on the ground, said Harlequin. Opinion piece, not terrestrial, drone war, open secret, perfect plan, Dronomania, bullshit meter, Trump knows it, spiral of silence, silent complicity, there is no threat, first contact test, inconvenient truth, collective ignorance, cognitive dissonance, elephant in the room. They don't want to admit it. Everyone knows it, but no one says it. Elon Musk is silent because he knows it. If they were hostile, they would be destroyed. Let's start. What the hell is going on with all these mysterious drones? What are they trying to hide and why? Could it be a global psychological operation? Are we witnessing the launch of the legendary Blue Beam project? Could this be surveillance drones from China or Iran? Or maybe they aren't drones at all? Maybe they're actually UFOs, as some people suggest? What are they sniffing out anyway? Nightly drone swarms streaking across city skies and violating the airspace of airports and military bases are causing frustration as a distrustful public suspects the administration knows more than it is admitting. Thousands of people are demanding to know what these drones do and who they belong to. Yet similar incidents have been occurring for years with no action taken by the government. The sightings follow several high-profile incidents in recent months, including at facilities in the US, UK and Germany. According to Visaya's outpost, at this point in the movie, I suspect everyone is ready to acknowledge a psyop. We can at least take some advantage of the last 4 years of brain fog. The drone incident ticks all the boxes on the stupidity meter, as if they wanted you to notice. Uncomfortable truth. Everyone knows the truth, but no one dares to say it, so as not to cause cognitive dissonance. It seems that the drufos seen around the world are not of terrestrial origin, and this could be a preliminary rehearsal for preliminary test for first contact to see people's reaction. Donald Trump said that the military knows the truth about it, but he wouldn't say what the military knows, and so it goes on with all politicians and authorities. Although it can be difficult, addressing these uncomfortable truths in a respectful way is usually beneficial for all parties involved. This situation is known as an uncomfortable truth. In everyday language, this situation is often described as the elephant in the room, a metaphor that refers to an obvious truth that is ignored or not discussed for reasons of social awkwardness or taboo. It is a phenomenon where everyone present is aware of an obvious truth, but no one dares to mention it or address it directly. This dynamic can arise out of fear of consequences. Authorities may fear conflict if they speak the truth. Sometimes society or the group imposes a tacit agreement not to mention certain topics. Speaking the truth could create discomfort or tension in the group. In some cases, people avoid speaking the truth in order not to damage personal or professional relationships. This situation can lead to the creation of a false self in individuals where true feelings and thoughts are hidden. In the long term, this can lead to anxiety, tension, and communication problems in the group or society. The spiral of silence explains how people tend to remain silent when they feel their opinions are in the minority, which could apply to situations where the truth is known but not expressed. False consensus refers to the tendency of people to estimate how many others share their beliefs or behaviors, which could lead to situations where no one expresses the truth for fear of being the only one. Theory. The theory of the extraterrestrial origin of the mysterious drones in New Jersey has gained some traction on social media and in the media. Matt Walsh of the Daily Wire has been one of the main proponents of this theory. In public statements, he stated, "I know they are aliens. There is no more plausible explanation." Contrary to popular belief, studies suggest that most people would react positively to the discovery of extraterrestrial life. They typically have a flight of autonomy of drones, usually artificial drones or human drones, have typically a flight autonomy of 1 hour while the lights seen in the sky remain flying far for more than 8 hours. If they were aggressive, the military would have already fired on them. If they were for the Blue Beam project, they would have been aggressive or to instill fear or generated religious imaginary to instill fear. If there was a fake alien invasion underway, wouldn't the cabal's stooges be trying to heighten fear rather than downplay it? If nuclear weapons were missing, wouldn't the military try to find them during the day rather than creating a massive show at the night? Wouldn't that be a covert operation? The Pentagon clarified that while they have confirmed the presence of unidentified drones, there is no indication that these are controlled by foreign enemies entities. They stressed that there is currently no evidence linking these sightings to any organized threat. The Galactic Federation planned this to perfection. All false theories are being debunked. Only when this process is complete will the average citizen be ready to hear more. Trump, his closest allies and followers of Pleiadian disclosure understand that there is no threat and that the mysterious drones cannot be affected by humans in any way. Bad actors will continue to install their own drones and use social media to spread doubt and confusion. Donald Trump suggested that the Biden administration knows more about these drones than it is revealing to the public, claiming that the military is aware of their origin. Trump expressed skepticism about the idea that these drones could be operated by an enemy, stating that if it was the enemy, they would destroy them. Trump knows that the military will not try to shoot them down publicly because they would only prove the truth faster. They are being forced to act. Elon Musk is silent because he also has full knowledge about the Galactic Federation. I believe that the drones will remain in the sky until after Trump takes office and will gradually increase in intensity and spread to other places. All false theories will be eliminated until only the truth remains. Fear not, the forces of light are in control. Trump knows. Former Israeli space chief Chaim Eshet reveals that visitors from the stars are in contact with Donald Trump and that the revelation is coming. There is even a secret agreement with an intergalactic federation to keep their existence a secret. According to Eshet, there is a secret alliance between the visitor and the world leaders. He claims that this federation is focused on studying the universe and keeping the secret until humankind is deemed ready to learn the truth. Eshet even detailed an underground base on Mars where galactic and American officials work side by side. He claims that Trump was close to revealing this information as president, but was persuaded not to do in order to avoid mass hysteria. In his book The Universe Beyond the Horizon, Eshet explores the idea that aliens have been among us for years and have often interacted with the highest levels of government. He claims that their influence has been profound, even going so far as to prevent several nuclear disasters. Drone war. Is a showdown of epic proportion coming? Asked Ariel Perlotario 1. This opportunity will be used to speed up the awakening process and allow this to adjust to what may happen once we reach the second phase, which should begin in a few days. He opines that these drawbacks could be an excuse for the blackout, but whatever the bad guys do will backfire on them, as it did a few years ago, and they will only hasten their own demise. That is why they pretend they have no authority to investigate or track where the drones are coming from. Donald Trump knows what they are up to, and he's watching to see how far they are willing to go, because this is his last chance to hold on to power before Trump takes office. Because what is happening is only pushing us towards official first contact, no matter how we get there. The bottom line is that our freedom is where it belongs, and the cabal can cause all the mass hysteria they want so they can try to carry out their Bluebeam project agenda. It will all work out in our favor anyway, because this is what would bring about the shift towards total liberation. According to Benjamin Fulford, all those mysterious drones appear because of the everywhere, so that ordinary people can confirm it with their own eyes and not just on a screen. One source says, quotes, "These are orbs and spheres, not toy drones. Some are reverse engineered craft, others are real. This could be more of a preparation for Bluebeam project." Close quotes. Another says they are spraying reflective material in preparation for some kind of holographic show in the sky at Christmas time. Another site post, end of 2024, 10 days of darkness, starting on December 25th. Dominoes. According to Benjamin Fulford, much of the Western information says that the fall of the Syrian government was a huge Israeli victory and a gigantic loss for Iran and Russia. However, it was a loss for Israel and the US. Why else would Iran, Turkey and Qatar reopen their embassies in Syria for the first time in over a decade? In addition, in a sign that the Persian and Ottoman empires are being revived, Iran and Turkey signed a comprehensive memorandum of understanding. Turkey also appears to be at war with the US. The Turkish defense minister claims that his military has eliminated US-affiliated guards in northern Iraq and Syria. We also note that Russian troops continue to operate in Syria. The collapse of Syria is part of the plan to destabilize the borders of Russia, India and China, according to Alfredo Jalife Rame. Syria will not be Afghanistan and women will be able to go to university, according to the new government. The Houthis say they attacked Tel Aviv at the same time that Israel attacked Yemen. Human Rights Watch accuses Israel of acts of genocide for denying water to Gazans. For his part, the BBC reports that Israel failed to take control of any city in southern Lebanon, and that it was unable to defend itself from Hezbollah's missile attacks. The BBC reported that Israel was forced to accept a truce with Hezbollah. In Georgia, former President Salome Zurabishvili, who refused to leave the presidential palace, was offered to stay there as a cleaning lady. In South Korea, Parliament dismissed President Yoon Suk-yeol on Saturday, but he too refuses to leave the presidential palace. Perhaps Yoon could be offered a similar job as a janitor at the palace. USA. Key economic indicators are positive for the first time since February 2022. Trump effect. Trump suggests removing the debt ceiling. When was the ceiling put in place? After the Federal Reserve was created. Trump threatens the government with gridlock. Says debt ceiling could plunge US into depression. Republicans reach new pact to avoid US government shutdown. Sierra asks why Nigel Farage would meet Elon Musk at Mar-a-Lago. He believes their meeting is a sign that the coalition is in control. Putin says he's ready to meet or talk to Trump at any time. Putin says Russia is getting closer to achieving its goal in Ukraine. Zelensky could be overthrown if he tries to negotiate. Largest military deployment on New York City subway since 9/11. Terrorist threat. Dan Scavino posted a picture of a kitten looking at its reflection and seeing a tiger, with a caption that read, "Mindset is everything." Spain. Alert in 12 Spanish regions due to strong winds, waves and snow. The Spanish population reaches almost 49 million, and foreigners exceed 3.5 million for the first time. Americas. The Bank of Mexico reduces the interest rate by 25 basis points, and it remains at 10%. Milei's government authorizes the use of military forces in matters of internal security. Argentina requests a new agreement with the IMF to refinance its loan. Haiti will establish a state of emergency from next Sunday until January 21st. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.